I've been playing back and forth with this idea for a while. I am 21 years old. I go to college. Uh, I have really awesome, for all intents and purposes, parents. I read my Bible every day. I pray every day. I wake up every morning wanting to do the will of God. And yet I still struggle with depression. And as I was searching on the internet and stuff like that, I just realized that there's not a lot of resources for Christians. I mean, there's resources, but like as far as like people understanding where you're coming from, like, and it's hard for my family to understand sometimes because I mean, if I'm so in love with God and he's everything in my life, I should have this joy. I mean, it says in the Bible that I should have this joy. This wonderful, just people should be able to look at me and tell. And I still get upset over little things. Still, I mean, and so it's frustrating knowing that you love God and that you're living your life for God and that Satan can still attack you in that way and he can use everything he knows about us against us. So I thought I would try to start like a vlog thing, I guess, for when I was feeling really down or just to talk about things. My friend suggested journaling because she thought that would be good. I am on antidepressants. They do help. Personally, I see nothing wrong with taking antidepressants as a Christian. It's kind of like there's that joke where it's like a guy was drowning out in the ocean and a boat came by and they were like, "Hey, do you need some help?" And he's like, "No, my God will save me. He will save me." And so another boat comes by and they're like, "Hey, do you need some help?" And he's like, "No, my God's gonna save me. I have faith that my God's gonna save me." And they're like, "Okay." And so and then another boat comes and once again he declines the offer of help and he drowns. And when he gets to heaven, he's like, "God, I had faith in you. Why did I drown?" And he said, "Well, I sent you 3 boats." Sometimes we think that it has to be this really crazy, miraculous, like burning bush type thing. And sometimes it's the things that he puts around us or the people he puts around us or things like medicines that people have created. Like, the more I struggle with my depression, the more I learn about my depression, the more I realize that it comes from my biological mom. And there's nothing I can do to change the fact that I have a chemical imbalance. Without these medicines, I know I'm acting irrationally. I know I'm thinking irrationally. I know all those things, and it's frustrating. It's really frustrating. But the awesome thing about it is that God has provided me this medicine that I can take, and I don't have those thoughts of suicide. I don't like I don't have that dread and that hopelessness, and I can just pray and I can know that like God's going to fight Satan away. And that's the amazing thing about it. Like, how awesome is our God? Like, I don't even think we realize how awesome he is. So I just thought I would do a couple of vlogs or whatever, talking. I don't know, I'm probably rambling. I tend to do that. My friend told me to write a journal, but I think I already said that. But I just don't, I figure this, writing takes a while. I can just say what I want to say and then get it out and maybe help people along the way. Because I really feel like God has put me through this to help other people. Like, I know that God has a purpose, and I know that, like, every heartache that you go through leads you closer to God, or helps you lead someone else closer to God. And I want to be that person I want to be that person God can use. I don't want Satan to take me out of the game. I don't want my depression to get in my way of witnessing to people or to benefiting his kingdom, because I know that that's what it's really all about. And it's frustrating getting so upset over worldly things. It really is. But hopefully I'll be able to help someone. and show them that God truly does care about you, even though you have irrational thoughts, even though you feel depressed, even though, like, that doesn't mean you don't love God. That doesn't mean that you're doing everything wrong. That's what Satan wants you to believe. Satan wants to take you out of the game, and he's going to do whatever he can to take you out of the game. We don't realize how much that Satan just manipulates our thoughts, and he knows our weaknesses, and he uses that. Like, he uses all that stuff, and we don't realize how much of a battle it is and how intentional we have to be in fighting that battle. And so hopefully I can help, through God, I can help people with this battle that I've been battling. And I think that I'm finally getting a grasp on it, and it's gonna work out. And like, I know that God loves me, and I know that nothing in this world, nothing that happens here, none of those things matter when it comes to loving God. And if I put that first, if I wake up every morning and God, what do you want me to do? Like, who do you want me to talk to today? How do you want me to witness to people today? Like, who are you putting before me? You know, take away all those selfish thoughts I have. Take away all that. Like, if I keep doing that, that's what it's really about. It's really about eternity. I mean, life, it's like preschool. You know how you go to preschool and it's kind of like a preamble to, like, high school and college and elementary school and all that stuff. Like, in preschool, when you're in preschool, it seems really long. Like, it seems like a long time. But nothing compared to how long the rest of your life is. And so if we could look at our lives in that way, like, this life on earth is our preamble to our life in heaven. It's preschool. Like, this is nothing compared to eternity. And so nothing I do here is gonna matter when it comes to living eternity with Christ, besides those things with God and loving people and helping other people get to that point too. Like, you don't want to walk around sabotaging all the other preschoolers, do you? Like, so I don't know. I've probably rambled, and I'm not even gonna watch these videos after I make them, because I know that I'll just analyze them and be like, oh no, I sounded stupid, I'm not gonna post that. And I'm just gonna trust that the people who are watching this are people who God knows they needed to see it, or they hopefully get something out of this. And hopefully, maybe, like, if I'm struggling and I'm just like, hey, like, I hope I can just build up a trust system, because I am in a very secular school and there's not a lot of Christian people, and it does make your Christian walk very hard and very lonely, and it doesn't help with depression, and it doesn't help with those irrational thoughts that you have, that you're not worth it and all that stuff. And so if anybody wants to point me in a direction to go after this video, please comment, say anything. Like, I guess I'm just gonna kind of rely on comments, I guess, to know where to go after this. I guess I feel like I've given everybody kind of a background. I don't know, but whatever. Let me know if you have any prayer requests or anything. I know that prayer has helped me so much, and that I can feel a difference when I know people, when people are praying for me. Like, I can feel a difference, and I know that that's God working in my life. So if anybody else needs any kind of prayer assistance or anything, please leave a comment. I will pray for you, and I will, ask my prayer circle to pray for you, and just really feel the love of God. I guess that's it. I guess I've rambled on for like 9 minutes. Yeah, I'm not even gonna watch this. Till next time.